2021 Audi A4 with missing or half-loaded graphics in the infotainment system. Is it a glitch or is it something deeper? Let's go inside and find out. Right, so this Audi came to us with this issue. Graphics half-loaded, some of them do show up, but the rest are just not populated on the screen. And most Audi owners think that frozen screen or missing icons like you see here are just bad update or a glitch. But when the graphics start disappearing like here, that's usually the first warning sign of something much deeper. But if you catch it early, you can save your MIB system before the whole unit fails. When graphics begin to drop out like you see here and they're not populating, the system normally gets worse over time, which leads to deterioration to the point when system starts starting up and rebooting and getting worse eventually to it might completely die and it won't restart. So it's very crucial when this happens to get this rectified as quickly as possible, not allowing the system to deteriorate any further. In this video, I show you what causes the graphics to disappear, how we confirm what the problem actually is, and what it takes to fix the infotainment system. Imagine opening a photo on your laptop and half the image is just the gray blocks. The file didn't disappear, it's still there, but part of it has become damaged, so the computer can only load the bits that still make sense. An Audi infotainment system behaves exactly the same way. When even a tiny part of the firmware becomes corrupted, the MMI doesn't crash dramatically, it just loads whatever files it can read. And that's why you end up with blank menus, missing icons, or screen that looks half finished. So the symptoms that we see here is just one from a long list of symptoms that is caused by firmware corruption. From our experience, this is usually in most cases the issue, firmware corruption. And the list of symptoms, you can have missing icons, blank or empty areas with the graphics, menus that look half-loaded, navigation failing to render, Bluetooth or CarPlay connection dropping, random reboots, a blank display on startup, or rotary or touch controls lagging or not responding. These are all symptoms of the firmware corruption. Here we're only seeing obviously the graphics, the blank empty areas, menu obviously which is half loaded. That's part of the symptoms of the firmware corruption. What is actually happening is simple. The infotainment system is still trying to load its interface normally. It just can't read some of the files anymore. So you end up with that incomplete, like a half-drawn menu, as you see here. So what causes the firmware corruption? It can come from different places, but the most common one that most people don't consider is the low battery voltage during engine cranking. When your battery is 6 or 7 years old, especially in the winter months, the battery struggles to keep the stable voltage when the engine turns over. The car still starts, but all the control units are trying to start up at the same time. When the voltage drops at the wrong moment, the head unit starts loading the firmware with unstable power. And that's when bits in the flash memory can flip. Once even a small section of the firmware becomes unreadable, the graphics starts disappearing. There are also other common causes that can include failed or interrupted software updates, aging or degrading flash memory, chips inside the unit, or all the MMI software becoming unstable, especially with outdated map data. All of these can lead to the same outcome. The MIB system, like you see here, can't properly read parts of its own operating system, and that's when this problem comes up. So what you should do when you have this kind of issue? Well, the first advice we would give is do not try to fix it yourself. You can very easily make it far, far worse, often to the point when it's beyond repair. So don't try to touch the system because it's very delicate. Don't try to make any changes to it yourself. Best thing to do is find a specialist with deep knowledge and plenty of experience with these systems. So like general workshops and even dealers, they won't be the ones we would recommend, because they only use surface level diagnostic tools that can connect and say check communications. But this kind of issue, from our experience, in most cases it won't even show up any fault codes on the diagnostic tools. This is something you have to go in on your software or hardware level to diagnose properly, not by just generic or official or non-official diagnostic tools. So how we fix these? Well, after we complete diagnostics, that gives us a clear indication and direction and plan of action for it. And in our experience, it's usually 5 options that come up. Number 1 is firmware recovery flash. If the corruption is moderate, we can recover the flash that rewrites the damaged partitions. When successful, the graphics come straight back. Number 2 will be full MIB firmware update. And that is if the system is running outdated software or has a more widespread corruption. We then install the latest firmware and rebuild all the datasets. Number 3 is to restore maps and or navigation databases. If the corrupted files relate to navigation or map graphics, we reinstall the databases to restore the missing elements. Number 4 will be a hardware related issues to the 5F head unit. And on this Audi A4, that head unit usually lives here in the glove box. This is the 5F head unit, and that will then need a board level repair on it. Number 5 is fixing the root cause. If the battery will cause the firmware corruption, we test it and replace it, making sure when the car starts, it provides a stable voltage for the infotainment system so it doesn't happen again. So in this car, we had to do 2 things from the list I've just mentioned. The first one was the full firmware update, followed by the maps and navigation databases reinstallation. And the result is the fully working graphics again. The system is stable again, fully functioning. All the menus that you can see here that I was scrolling through before are fully working again, letting us see at least again what's on the screen actually. So things to remember when you have a firmware corruption and graphics issues on your infotainment system. Well, number 1, do not try to do it yourself. You can make it far worse, and these systems are very delicate, so don't try to do it yourself, because you can damage it to beyond repair. You can make it far worse, so avoid doing that. Number 2, if you go to general workshops or even dealerships, they only use surface level diagnostic tools, and often they won't even show any faults for these kind of issues. So they will just quote you for a full system replacement, which will cost in thousands of pounds. Number 3, find a specialist with deep knowledge and experience with these systems. They should be able to properly diagnose the system and repair it without replacing any main components, which is better for the environment and most importantly will save you a lot of money. So if you're seeing missing graphics today and you don't do anything about it, then the system will deteriorate further, usually to the next stage, and that is boot loops. That happens when you start the car, the system comes up and then it shuts down, and you just continue in this cycle. If that happened to your car and you're already in that stage, watch this next video. I explain in more detail about that issue and what you actually can do about it.